Mein Name ist Martin Lee und ich heiße Sie herzlich willkommen in diesem ICE zur Riftstation. Unsere planmäßige Ankunft ist 17:58 Uhr, es ist kein Zwischenstopp geplant. Ich wünsche Ihnen eine angenehme Reise und vielen Dank, dass Sie MartinSpielt nutzen. Ha! Reingefallen. Seid gar nicht im Zug. Ich bin im Zug. Aber, wie man es mit dem Zug kennt, kleines bisschen Verspätung. Die letzten Tage keine Zeit zum Spielen gehabt. Aber jetzt ja viel Zeit zum Spielen. Hoffentlich weiß ich noch, was überhaupt hier los ist. Zugfahren ist los.
Destination Rift Station.
Destination Rift Station. Auf Englisch reimt sich das wenigstens. Nicht wie bei mir.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Ja, da haben wir ja nichts Gutes drüber gehört. Irgendwie läuft es ja ziemlich schief. Hier sieht ja alles noch ganz friedlich und normal aus. Zumindest nichts kaputt, auch wenn die Türsteuerung hier deaktiviert ist. Aber hier geht's lang. Da ist rot, Sicherheitslabore. Kann ich das trotzdem irgendwie rufen? Auf Befehl von Captain J. Ventralis wurde der Aufzug abgeschaltet. Immerhin geht der noch. Wenn man so zur Wand schaut. Kannst auch ruhig mit den beiden Mädels ein bisschen quatschen, wenn du hier im Aufzug stehst. Ups. Alles gut, ich habe mir keine Waffe gezogen.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stems. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a lot of them. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Benezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Take cover!
Hold the line! Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
They always attack here? It's an obvious kill zone.
Their only other option is over the mountain and down through the ducts, and they freeze like everyone else. I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
So viel haben sie anscheinend noch nicht dazu gelernt. So ein bisschen umgucken, bevor wir uns hier wieder verabschieden. Ganz schön verzweigt hier. So, wo sind wir jetzt hergekommen? Hier sind wir. Das ist der Aufzug, oder? Wo wir hergekommen sind. Krankenstation, Security. Fahrschutz- und Sicherheitslabor. Quarantänelabor. Erst mal was klauen, wenn wir schon hier sind. Also nicht klauen, sondern ausleihen ist auch das falsche Wort, aber nehmen. Nehmen ist das richtige Wort. Wir nehmen das halt. Können es auch gut gebrauchen, bestimmt.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
What?
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
Okay.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Sollte anscheinend auch mal meditieren anfangen, wenn das so effizient ist.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Eigentlich ist das mal total cool, dass jemand halt so reagiert, weil das immer so ein bisschen schon komische Fragen sind. Man rennt immer irgendwo hin, da stehen halt Leute und unterhalten sich und man stellt dann immer so Fragen, wo das eigentlich gar nicht so eine falsche Antwort ist, oder eine Art zu antworten, wie sie das macht.
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Der Satz war auch cool. Ja, ganz schön cooles Gespräch. Naja,
That's all for now.
schade, schon vorbei.
Then
Ja, super.
I will return to my meditations.
Bitte sehr.
Science pukes. Should just bug out and leave them to die. All their fault anyway. Bug out.
Okay, der ist auch super.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I was sent here to find an Asari matriarch.
Surprised? One has visited recently. Furtively. There are rumors she has gone to the hot lab. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
This doesn't seem like the time for commerce.
With nervous amusement. I have nothing else to do. Why not continue to run my kiosk?
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
Ja, guck, appropriated ist nämlich auch so wie nehmen. Medijail Upgrade. Ah, das klingt doch mal geil. Für 2,8 nur. Her damit. Für 2,90 noch ein bisschen was. Das wäre jetzt gleich wieder so teuer. 5.000. Vergleichen. Liara. Sehr. Leider nicht so gut, was mit dem Bio-Verstärker. Das war nicht so geil, dass man sofort das haben muss. Nee, die Sachen sind meistens gar nicht so spannend. Titan. Der Deck-Biotik-Schutz ist nicht schlecht. Vielleicht sieht es auch besser aus, aber die ist so teuer. Ist auch nur mittelschwer. Nee. Gut, das passt. Meditiert er auch?
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
Verdächtig.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Okay, klar. So, Krankenstation. Das wäre... da gibt es diesen... Wie ist der? Han Olar. Dann geht es zum Aufzug und hier zum Quarantänelabor. Erstmal zur Krankenstation. Erstmal zur Penny.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon. based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Is there a cure, Doctor? A treatment?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Oh, das ist doch eine Aufgabe für uns.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
We don't need anything right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Und dieser andere Typ, den ich eigentlich gesucht habe, der ist hier nicht. Ich glaube, ich mache erstmal den Abstecher zu den Quarantänelaboren. Vielleicht können wir da das Gegenmittel holen. Das könnte ja auch unter anderen Umständen ganz nützlich sein. Soll ich mit dem jetzt erst nochmal reden, oder was? Nein, nicht, dass da hinten einfach die Tür verschlossen ist und ich brauche irgendwie eine Zugangskarte oder so. Muss ich den ganzen Weg nochmal zurücklaufen.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
Dr. Cohen says there's no risk of contamination.
All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Ja, doch ganz gut, dass wir auch vorbeigeschaut haben, sonst hätte ich da hinten festgehangen. Muss ich den Weg nur einmal machen. So. Die andere Rüstung wäre vielleicht hübscher gewesen als das hier. Oder auch die Senfrüstung, die zu meinen beiden Mädels passt. Ach, da ist der Herrn Ola.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Ja.
Das hat bei Wayland Yutani schon immer gut geklappt. Mit solchen außerirdischen Lebensformen ein bisschen rumexperimentieren, als Waffe benutzen. Immer eine gute Idee. Ups.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... Yeah, you just have to.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out.
Hochsicherheitslabor, wissenschaftliche Station. Wie groß das hier alles ist. Zum Mannschaftskasino. Ups. Das Umschalten. Da geht es zu dem Quarantänelabor, das Heilmittel. Ist irgendwie alles ganz schön unübersichtlich, ehrlich gesagt. Von hier aus bin ich gekommen, oder? Ja. Ganz schön verwinkelt zum Wartungsbereich. Ich warte hin, da lang. Ich will erstmal da hinten zum Quarantänelabor. Das machen wir zuerst. Der soll mich durchlassen.
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre, sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Ich habe Erlaubnis.
What do you want?
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Wir haben 4 Chemikalien isoliert, die miteinander kombiniert werden können, um dem Gift entgegenzuwirken. Sie müssen in genau abgemessenen Mengen gemischt werden. Minispiel! Bei der Zusammenmischung jeder Chemikalie markiert das Gerät die minimale und die maximale Menge, mit der es gelingt. Zu wenig oder zu viel ruiniert das Ergebnis. Mhm. Was soll ich jetzt hier machen? Das ist nur klicken. Ich dachte, man muss irgendwie...
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
What?
I thought she seemed odd.
Ich fand die cool.
You're a sleeper agent for Benezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
What the fick? Okay, da geht's gleich los. Wen haben wir überhaupt da? Geth-Schütze, Asari Kommandokriegerin. So, Tali, du kümmerst dich mal um den Geth, Haini. Was nehmen wir denn da? Machen wir das mal das. Kommandokrieger. So, sie macht hier mal. Und ich schieße, was ich besonders gut kann. Mal kurz heilen. Und den Schildboost. Oh, die Deckung. Mit der Singularität habe ich leider auch die Deckung mit hochgehoben. Also so schlimm war es jetzt nicht, aber das war nicht der Plan. Wo ist jetzt eine abgeschlossene Kiste, die ich knacken kann? Irgendwas angezeigt. So, und das haben wir geschafft. Ach, hier. Oh, das Heilmittel herstellen ging jetzt leicht. Das bei BioNTech auch so war, dass sie dann nur 3-mal richtig klicken mussten und zack, Heilmittel. Schwerer vorgestellt. Aber anscheinend ist das ja nicht so kompliziert. Ich auch einen Impfstoff herstellen können. Hat halt keine Zeit.
She
Wow.
killed the guard, Shepard. Just for being in her way.
Und die haben davon nichts mitgekriegt hier hinten, oder was? Stell ich mal die Waffe weg, ha? Ja.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Da komme ich jetzt nur rein mit dem... Na toll. Aber wenn mir das Heilmittel für Dr. Cohen gibt, dann ist bestimmt den Zugang. Weil das nicht so verwinkelt wäre hier mit 17 Türen immer. Ich glaube, der Cone ist hier darunter, oder? Ja.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren, the Spectre?
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
Thanks for the warning. Here's the cure.
Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Jetzt kann ich hier noch Medigel abknöpfen, aber ich überlege noch, oder? Ich frage mal trotzdem. Hat er die blaue Auswahl? Da habe ich mir mühsam erarbeitet mit meinen Punkten, von daher.
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Ich glaube, ich muss noch den den Servicebereich dingens.
They seem to be coming along well.
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
You're not supposed to go back there. But I guess there's nothing to hurt. Here's my pass. Just don't tell the guards.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
Of course. Be careful.
Ja, guck, da haben wir auch was Gutes getan. Jetzt haben wir auch Zugang zum Servicebereich. Das heißt, in der nächsten Folge werde ich mich da mal hinbegeben. Ja, alles mal durchsuchen. Da kamen die jetzt ja her. Anscheinend. Gucken, dass wir der Benestia auf die Schliche kommen. Über die Ragnar wollen wir auch noch ein bisschen was rausfinden. Gut, dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge. Bis dann.